You're about to enter the room of year 2016. I would like just to remind you that you're not allowed to touch any of the exhibits. Now we are going to use these gravity objects. My colleague is going to distribute them to you. They will allow you to experience a thing called walking. And don't be surprised if you feel anything under your feet. That is floor. That is completely. Wandelen.
Okay. Now, pay attention, these are stairs. I will show you how it works. We put between one feet by another. And just follow me. You will manage it also. Slowly.
Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, welcome. Hello, welcome. There might be slight disturbances on your sensors. Please do not be afraid. These are nanoids present everywhere in this room.
And these are nanoids right here. The basic thing for them to work is to give a specific command and then confirm your command, otherwise they will do anything.
Yes. Imagine you have a discussion, or political discussion. Oh, look at this. You have a political discussion with your friends the whole night, and you've got an idea how anything could be changed by the government. And with the nanoids, you got the ability to think loud. And then you can choose if this message will send by the nanoids to the government. Yeah. This was a very fast. Fast. Communication is.
Government. That is the most important point to understand about 2016. Strong moral government.
And what is a strong moral government?
Strong moral government is a government helping people to lead balanced lives.
Balanced life? You mean all new is now?
No, balanced life, I mean people aware of their life goals.
Now, in here we've got preciously preserved document consisting of authentic handwriting. This one here was actually made by a 8-year-old child. Now, the texts are all those blue lines, and paper is this yellow rectangular object. Since this is incomprehensible for you, let me so-called read it for you. So, my dreams for life are: I want to be a good designer, be happy, be a good person, have fun, live according to my values.
Values? That's a very old word, but very important to understand the time 300 years ago. Let's see the screen.
Now, how was it possible that in 2016 people could live according to values? This didn't come just like that. Around the year 2000, people lived very wealthy lives, but most of them weren't really fulfilled. So some people proposed, hey, maybe we should think about our values with our life goals. For example, around the year 2006, there was a group of young students from higher academies who met in a Spanish village. And they created a think tank to think about the 5 most important values. They used the Socratic discourse method, and at that time they communicated in the old way using words. Now, these were the 5 most important values these people taught. First one was love, second one, truth, third, health, 4, interaction between people, and 5, balance.
Now, values may seem to you as an obvious thing, but remember it was 300 years ago, and by that time it was a very fast accomplishment. But people were helped by a government. For example, a government helped people to make wise choices on what they are buying. Also, government made regulations upon companies, so-called taxes, and money from those taxes was used to publish commercials to inform people about different types of products. And we have an example of that kind of commercial.
Now, you understand how balanced life is possible thanks to a government who helps people and thinking about values. But that isn't all. A big disaster happens between 2006 and 2016.
The roots of this disaster go all the way back to 2001, when 2 buildings were taken down in a city in America. And American government did not look for the causes of this in their armed behavior, but rather launched the war on terrorists. Around the year 2007, this conflict escalated when America wanted to get more of oil resources. They wanted to fight the whole of the Middle East. It was about Middle East united, and threatened Europe and America that they will not sell oil to them, but instead to China and Russia. America therefore asked Europe for help in this war, and the governments were of course going to do that. However, for the first time, can you go on?
Yeah, sure.
Young people started mass demonstrations towards their governments, protesting against joining this war. Instead, they said, let us be independent, let us look for new sources of energy. This really happened, and successfully they used genetic modification to modify crop, which was always too much within Europe. So they thought that what we don't need for food, we're going to modify to have oil. They succeeded, and for a few years they actually used this new energy. However, something happened. The genetic modification spread to all the crops. This is an example from Eurolab Gr1, a small village in Spain. This is what happened with the crop here. This you really saw and found. Now, this was a disaster, and about 80%, at one point, 80% of people in Europe were severely sick. This meant that society had to unite. Scientists of the whole Europe got together and tried to think of new ways how to find energy. Doctors shared information. Young people tried to think how they can help with this. This created strong common sense between people and certain common values, which lasted till after this disaster.
It was a disaster, but it was essential for society in 2016 to become a society of people living fast yet balanced life based on trust rather than fear.
Thank you for your attention. This was the ending of this guided tour. You may not experience for yourselves this exhibition, or rather proceed in another room.
Please remember to leave your charity objects by the door. By the door. But we trust you.
Goodbye. Thank you.